Hey everyone, Cosmos here from DolyGames. In this video we're going to be having a deeper look at the Sea Witch new willpower of Wartune patch 7.5, as some people also requested to do her specifically, like the one I did for Eagle Warrior. I guess there's more interest in her. So we're gonna cook one up for this character, and I'll also try to answer the questions relating to levels of willpower. And so let's get going. We're going to check the willpower. This character doesn't have any, so we're going to give him the Sea Witch, mostly again for demonstration purposes. I don't really play these accounts, so they're there just to promote Wartune and to help you guys. So Sea Witch will need a Wind Ranger and a Blood Warrior. So I have a level 12 Wind Ranger already ready, and we could use him, or we could cook up a new one, and we'll need a level 10 Blood Warrior. So to answer some of your questions related to levels, let's try to check this one first. So this is the level 12. He has a bit of equipment. He has maxed out skills, and War Emblem he doesn't have any. Level 3. Let's see, do I have enough? Let's put 2000, see how far that gets us. 8, almost. Alright, so remember he has level 9 War Emblem, and let's give him one of the resistances. Let's max one of them out. There, and he'll have level 9 Dark, and let's put another light as well. There. So we're going to use this level 12 for reference. Remember these stats, so then when we merge into the willpower or fuse into the willpower, I don't know what's the correct terminology, they didn't mention it, then we can see where he gets. His level is 12 as I mentioned, and we're going to cook up a Blood Warrior. We'll take a blank one. Let's take this guy's probably blank. Yeah, he's got nothing here, he's got nothing in skills, so it's just a blank Blood Warrior, and we're gonna bring him up to, let's say, level 11 for interest's sake. So 480. I don't want to overdo it, so we're gonna go one level at a time. 25. So that's 9, that's 10, and then it's gonna cost a lot to get to 11. Alright, so now we have a blank 11 Blood Warrior, and we have a depending on how you look at it, relatively full Wind Ranger at level 12. So the equipment is not full, but the skills are maxed out, and the War Emblem, as I mentioned, 999. So we're gonna go into Sea Witch cooking. So we're gonna go Demon Willpower, and here we should be able to select now level 12 and a level 11. So before I did level 10s and level 10s, and I mentioned that that's what I recommend. That's mostly because it becomes more expensive to make them level 11 and level 12, whereas you could make willpower level 10 and then upgrade the willpower instead. But here is also to answer, I made this, let's call it inefficient merger now, and this is to answer the questions that people have. What happens if you do 12 versus 12 with 11, for example? So as usual, you'll need 3000 memory crystals and 1000 demonic bloods. And let's look at the preview, because once we get in we won't be able to see her anymore. So this is her first look, or first level, and then this is going to be her final look, final level with the final stats at level 12, and the skills I already showed, so refer to that to my video dedicated to Sea Witch, where I go in detail and talk about her skills. But in this video we're going to have a little bit different purpose into cooking her, answering these questions, and seeing her in combat. So we're going to soul transfer this. Cannot synthesize. Okay, he's in Abyss. I need to get him out of Abyss, so wait a second. Alright, I got him out of Abyss, so let's redo that. Sea Witch, level 12, level 11, Soul Transfer. Congrats, you obtained a new Willpower Sea Witch, so this is the only one this character has, and so she's level 9, as you can see. That's the result of it, and then you can upgrade her further, and further, and further, until she's maxed out. So that's why I recommend to do level 10 blanks. Not even the actually, if you want to lose, if you are prepared to completely lose your main Eudemon, you could use him for the merger, but I think I'm going to use the blanks because I don't want to lose the Eudemons, the ones I've built up. So for my character, I'll use blanks probably. Anyhow, that's a personal choice. Each person can do that, depending, can choose for what's best for themselves, depending, it all depends on the resources that you have. If you have a ton of resources, then go ahead and do a ton of things. If your resources are limited, you gotta think of, you know, what's the best way forward. Alright, so we got the Sea Witch. Oh darn, I was supposed to show the, okay, I forgot that, so I won't be able to show each of her, looks. That's silly, because that was one of the purposes. So there she is. Let's get her on the where can we see her? On the white here. So that's what she looks like. We're going to give her some skills and check her out in combat. For the evolution, since I didn't show it here, right, since I couldn't show it there, here is the evolution picture that I've already posted online on the blog as well as social media. So that's what she looks like on first level, and then second, third, fourth, fifth, or yeah, I don't know how you want to count it, basically going from the lowest to the highest evolution, which is this one, and that's what she looks like over here. So let's go into her. And yeah, let's look at the equipment first. So as you can see, this is the equipment of the Wind Ranger that I had. I think it's pretty much the same, although you could you know, go back in the video to compare exactly, but it looks like exactly the same. I also have a mail where probably it's the rough stones or whatever from the empty Eudemon. But as you see, the Wind Ranger's equipment are here. So let's go into the different windows. Before we get into skills and before we get into this, I don't have the stones anyways, or the will gears in this case, and here I don't have the stones. But we could look at her. Where is it? This is not the place I want to be. I want to be over here. So her emblem, if you remember, was 9, and she's 9 as well here. The only thing is, I think it was on the lower side of 9. That's what I remember, although again we can go back in the video to check. But she's almost 10 in this one, so we can just give her 1000. Oh, that really pushed her up, so that wasn't 1000. Let's see, 50, 100. Okay, so it's 300. It's relatively easy to upgrade that. They are more buff, the willpowers, of course. It's just my problem with them was always the skills, at least the first two that were originally there. Okay, should I put the whole thing in? Let's put 4905, and I'll keep one stack in case I need it for other presentations. So we got her war emblem up. Now let's see her resistances. So resistances are at level 3, so that's probably a takeover of the two resistances that the Wind Ranger had. Of course we can pump this up further. 4. Oops, no, that's too much. I want to keep some in case I need to do more demonstrations later. Okay, level 8 is fine. So that's her resistances. Res reduction, I don't have any. Let's give her 3000 and 100. There, she'll have 10. War emblem we saw, resistance we saw, res reductions we saw, the awakening skill. Again, of course, we'll need to get essences of Zeus somehow. We'll find it out, I guess, when the patch is implemented. Probably it'll come in sales first and then hot events and so forth, like always. And her awakening skill is running flow, 3% chance to generate a shield that can absorb 10% of damage for the target. Last 2 turns. Now it doesn't say which target, so maybe she can generate it on somebody from her team. So let's go to the skills, awakening this way, see if we can figure it out from here. No, it still just has passive. If we try to increase that, no, I don't have any of these essences of Zeus, so I can't show you. But that's what it is. It seems like either she'll put it on herself or on one of her teammates, I suppose, one of the party members, I suppose, and then it's a shield. It's a nice skill to have on top of all the healings that she has. So let's go to the active skills. We are going to take a bit of everything. So we're gonna take water spout. We're gonna take blast wave. Moisturizing, rejuvenation. We'll take absolute zero, and then we'll replace something with the renewal so that we can see how that works. The Elfix, unfortunately, we won't get to see them because it takes time for them to fill up, but it's okay. And then you have the passive skills, awakening skills. So notice that the passive skills are also maxed out, which comes from the Wind Ranger. So the Wind Ranger part is maxed out. Of course, the Blood Warrior part is at 0 as it was. So that's all correct. All right. If I do wanna increase something here, let's say her chance of recovering HP. Let's say, so then we'll need to increase the skill of the blood sacrifice here. 40, 160, 640, 1000 Book of Wisdom. Luckily I have enough so I could show it, but just enough for 1 skill, and then I'm gonna run out of it. Right, and once it's maxed out, you get the little plus over here. Sorry, so then you'll need these willpower skill books to raise them further, which I don't have. So that's how the skills work. And now let's go and test her in combat. Now I'll need some skill. Let's switch off the Sylph. Let's get back the mount because I'm too slow without the mount. Let's run over to Atoll, and I will use a heal rune if I can. Yep, I do have, and we'll have her cast, and we can see how she does business. Alright, here we go. Oh, this is Atoll time, I guess, so let's go to the 2nd level, because here is an event going on. We're gonna skip that. Alright, now she is in, and she is with a Thor, but it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna pick on one and see what she does. Now I'm gonna use a heal rune so that I don't do the damage. There, we'll look at the skill name a bit later. But also that doesn't count because the graphics haven't loaded, so we'll have to do it again. That one, because we're all not familiar with her skill names yet. That was this one, Blast Wave. So the thinner version is the water spout, and the blue one is the absolute zero. So let's see which one she does. Now I'm not sure if we can get the healing. I'm not sure how to get the healing skills to work. Alright, let's see what she does. So that's the water spout. That's her basic skill. Okay, so it's dark actually. It's kind of like the dark Hecate skills. Okay, so let's get that one out because we saw that. Don't need to see that again, and we'll put the renewal instead. Alright, that's the second skill. Okay, so that's like an archer skill, but she doesn't jump as high as archers jump. Alright, so that was the blast wave, was it not? Or no, I forgot already. I forgot already. Okay, let's go ahead with another one. Heal skill. Alright, yeah, that's the blast wave. So she jumps just about on top of my character. Oh, she doesn't jump. Oh, she jumps after casting. That's weird. So she like moves forward and then conjures it up in the air. Okay, so we saw that one. So we're gonna get rid of that one. I wonder if she'll use healing skills if I give her nothing else. Alright, so she took the damage skill, absolute 0. Did nothing happen, or maybe there was lag? So let's do it again, because there were no graphics with it. She just cast it, and the sylph got the damage, but there was no effects. Let's see one more time. No, so this is just a direct attack. There was like a little star on the enemy, but that's about it. So that one was not so impressive graphic wise. So we're gonna get rid of that. That was the absolute 0, and let's see if any of the healings work. I'm not sure if she will cast the heal. Let's see if she does it. No, she doesn't. Alright, let's pop on over to Dragon Invasion or something, although there we will one-shot kill them as well. Right, so that's gonna be very tough to show. I can't show the heals. So we're gonna... So she has those 3 basic skills, but of course most players are gonna be using her for the heals. Now imagine this, you have... you will use, of course, because there are 3 heals, so you'll just pick something else, probably even one attack skill, like 340, they're the same. So one is a front row, one is a front row, one is a back row, and this one is a 350 all enemies. So you'll take like an AoE, for example, and then you'll have these 3 skills. This one, single target heal, moisturizing, this one, rejuvenation, entire party heal, this one, two random targets heal, and then you'll take the Delphic, entire party heal, very strong. So 4 healing skills. That is madness. That's what I was talking about in a previous video when I did on her and her skills. This is a madness setup. If people do this, we're gonna have major problem in Titan Temple, for example. So unless you can one-shot them, and there are not a lot of... Some people of course can one-shot the enemies and then they're not going to have any problems, but there are a lot of people who actually do 5+ rounds of combat, and then once these ladies start healing, I think there is no stopping them, because they can keep everybody at full health all the time. So that could be very, very nasty, and the heals are very strong as well. and on top of the fact that she's got strong heals, she's got this chance to recover HP. It's kind of like a Santoria, but of course with a chance. And she's got healing ability increased with the second passive, so even stronger heals. And she's got her awakening skill, which is a chance to generate a shield. So it's a bit nuts, and I can see I can foresee that a lot of people will complain about her, and possibly they will nerf her skills, because this is overpowered from what I can see. It's crazy. Look at it, and none of these skills are even weak. They are very strong heals. Delphic is at like in this case level 8 for 60% entire party. Here level 8 renewal for 70% 2 targets, so herself and the main character, for example. Then you have another 300% for the entire party, cooldown 15 seconds. And then you have a kind of a restoration moisturizing 15 seconds for 1 target heal. Nuts. And then she can do 1 AoE just for fun. But otherwise, yeah, it's very questionable willpower, definitely. And of course I can foresee that a lot of people are going to take her, and then a lot of people are going to complain, and then they're going to nerf her probably, and then all the people who took her are going to complain because whatever they took got nerfed. So I see like as a kind of a big drama happening with her. Now let me think, where could I go? No, I think it's gonna be it'll become too long video, so we're gonna stop here. I think we did a good enough presentation for her, and showed all her windows, and talked about her and showed her in combat. That's good enough. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please click on like and subscribe, and please share with friends so that everybody can benefit from the videos. And if you can, of course, if you like my work, please support via Patreon and or PayPal. All the links are in the description of the video. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and have a very nice day.